I don't know about you, but I've honestly found it a struggle to shoot through an entire roll of 36 exposures, 135 format film. I've had this roll of Lomo 400 that I originally brought with me to Bainbridge Island, but only got through halfway before having to go home. This whole thing just sat for weeks until I decided to finish it off somewhere closer to home. Welcome to downtown Port Orchard. Estimated population of the city is around 16,000. We're back with the Minolta Maxim 400 SI, also known as the Dynax 500 SI. It's a plastic automatic SLR that you could treat as a point and shoot, but with better optics. Here at downtown and the waterfront, there is enough of a variety of subjects to put the camera through its paces, including water, boats, the beach, various forbs, shrubs, grasses, trees, pavements, cars, people, structures, streets, and more. Or, maybe there's just something about the sound of the autofocus and film winding motors that made me a bit of a turnoff. Although this is quieter than my old 5000 AF, the sound does remind me of being in a dental clinic, however. But here's the thing, these modern-looking automatic film SLRs can be had for cheap, at least when compared to more traditional cameras like the Canon AE1 or even the older Minoltas. It turns out that being almost indistinguishable from a modern DSLR isn't good for invoking a feeling of nostalgia. And yes, modern DSLRs inherited the design language from these late-stage film SLRs. I was going to try to make this video about street photography, but I only ended up taking a few pictures of the streets, and unfortunately, none of them included any people outside of their cars. Maybe someday I'll do a video dedicated to street photography in a small city. I should get a video camera operator to help me, though, even though that's actually what I'm trying to find work as. I mean, I could also just use my GoPro Hero 11. It shoots 10-bit log, but I don't quite like the look that I'm getting out of it, and the 5.3K 8x7 open gate footage at 200 megabits per second is a pain to work with. I really thought that it'd be cool, especially with all the tinkering I could do with the lab's firmware. Found that I seldom use action cameras in general since I got a mirrorless. And even with all the new features on the Hero 11, I found that I seldom use that as well. At any rate, I really need to do the video footage differently. I've been doing what a lot of film photo YouTubers do and having the video camera shadow me as I take photos. thinking in the next videos I'll get different types of shots and refrain from having the camera shadow me for every photo I take. But this film that I was shooting on, it's believed to have been based on an old Kodak formulation, something like VR400, from the 1980s, perhaps, but newly made and not old stock. There are some who believe that it's really just rebadged Ultramax 400, but this doesn't exactly have the look of modern film. It's different. I originally bought it back in 2021 for $27.90 for a 3-pack. Nowadays, that goes for $44.90. This is not the budget tier film that I originally knew it for as. Crazier yet still is the fact that I paid $34.90 for a 3-pack of Lomo 800 back in that time frame as well. And nowadays you have to pay $57.90. That stuff is so expensive that you might as well just buy Portra instead. But maybe you are seeking the look of lomography film. If you hurry, Glazers over in Seattle still has Lomo 400 for $37.90 for a 3-pack. But I wouldn't count on it remaining that way. No matter how hard you try to get a film look with digital cameras, that's about it. You can only try. The only way to get that film look for real is to shoot on celluloid. And if all else, it's not always about the destination, but the journey in getting there.